every organization, company, or business to grow, people within that organization or company have to operate from a well-informed background. That is more the reason why we go to school. We go to school, we go to a college, we go to a university, so that we can be well-informed professionals to grow the organizations that we'll later join and work for. This edition of the Zambian Farmer looks at the training of farmers.
It all begins at a tender age, sitting in a classroom, learning to read and write, then pushing on to higher grades to understand the purpose of being taught for many years, and further training to shape your own destiny and also contribute to the greater good of mankind. School and training separates us all into different life categories. Training consolidates our contribution to industry in a knowledgeable manner. Farmers need training in order to make meaningful contribution to agriculture and boost production. The Agriculture Knowledge and Training Center, AKTC, situated at the Golden Valley Agricultural Training at Chisamba, is a practical training center designed to equip farmers and new students into farm mechanization and crop farming. Douglas Mono, the acting director at the Golden Valley Agricultural Training at Chisamba, tells us about the partnership between GAT and AKTC and the value this has added to the training of farmers in the country.
AKTC is an entity which came over here really to help us or to boost GAT. Yeah, to boost GAT in certain areas. Now, the area which we have been more or less lacking, and also even in the government, is only machinery. We are working cordially with them with the purpose to disseminate information to farmers, to students, even workers and so on. All those who need really to be trained in machinery. And not only machinery, which is and so on, they have also some work on crop production. Crop production, and that also is actually supplementing to what GAT is doing. Our main area is actual research. So far, we have made progress. Students have started, when I say students, farmers also students. Farmers, students from colleges have started coming over here at training. And that actually is the big impact. This AKTC has come as an institute where farmers, students, and all other similar organizations can learn, to contribute to the Zambian agriculture.
The AKTC is a bilateral cooperation project between the government of the Federal Republic of Germany through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food and the Republic of Zambia through the Ministry of Agriculture. Helmut Anschulz is the team leader. He journeys us into how it came into being and what the idea was behind this training facility.
The idea, I'm sure, resulted from discussions between the two governments, the Zambian government and the German government, and especially the agricultural ministries. So the German Ministry for Agriculture and Food and the Zambian Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock. They agreed to set up a training center like this, which looks at farmers who produce for the markets. And they signed their first agreement, letter of intention they call it, in 2014 in Berlin during the Green Week, which always takes place in January. After that, the idea was agreed on, the normal tender process takes place until we started in August 2014. We are a team of 3 experts. Myself, the team leader. We have Leslie de Jager, the crop production specialist, Martin Sikanika, our specialist for agricultural machinery. I believe we are on a good way. Since the beginning, October 14, when we started the trainings, until end of 2015, we trained over 850 trainees in one-day courses. We are now in the 3rd season of production.
The center offers a combination of theoretical and practical training measures about sustainable cultivation and the proper use of state-of-the-art machinery. Helmut gives us the bigger picture of the training content at AKTC.
Present, we emphasize on technical training like tractor maintenance, usage of agricultural implements, calibration of boom sprayer, calibration of fertilizer sprayer, adjustment of combine harvester. On the other hand, we have production trainings, soya, wheat and potato production. And on the demonstration days and field days, we have invited short-term experts also from Germany to get a more detailed or to give more detailed trainings to interested farmers.
Some of the planned activities include on-site field trials with students. Who is eligible and where are the students drawn from?
Eligibly, according to our objective, are farmers, employees, machine operators of farms, technicians and all other stakeholders in the agricultural sector. We also work a lot with students, and anybody who is interested is welcome.
The Agricultural Knowledge Training Center would like to open up to more students from within Zambia, but the institution does have some challenges, which, if worked upon, could open more opportunities to farmers with practical training on crop and machinery.
AKTC is a new project. As I just mentioned, we only became busy end of 14, so it's something over a year. We are active now. One of the big challenges is that we at present can only offer day courses, since we don't have any accommodations in the project. We are working on that, and I hope in a couple of months we are able to provide accommodation for a whole course, about 15 people, that we can accommodate them here. So we are in the position to conduct trainings which are more than one day. That's one challenge. Another challenge is that a project like us, since we are looking on to farmers who are producing for the market, a project is not known to these farmers. If they mostly think projects, especially from Europe, are mostly for small-scale farmers. So we are like a new kid in town who has to become known to the farmers so that they can enjoy our services.
Modern agricultural machinery at AKTC is used. Among the methods to give learners hands-on training on current farming trends. Among the 3 specialists, Martin Luzu Sikanika, the machine specialist, tells us about some of the practical solutions that they, as a training center, sometimes arrive at in order to suit the Zambian conditions.
My specialty is machinery, and today I'm privileged to have a moldboard plow with me, and I would just like to explain a few things as regards what a moldboard plow can do. First of all, a moldboard plow is belongs to the category of land preparation machines. So in the land preparation machines, we've got the moldboard plow, we've got the disc harrows, we've got the cultivators, and so on. But the plow is one of the oldest and one of the basic tools that a farmer can use on the farm. And as you maybe have rightly seen, a moldboard plow comes also in 2 versions. There's a conventional one and the rigid one, and this reversible one. The reversible one has got the advantage that you don't spend so much downtime in trying to turn at the end of the field, and also it is a very, once all the settings and adjustments are done, it's a tool that can actually work without really so much effort on the part of the farmer. Now, one thing I would like to mention, which also is very much practicable here at AKTC, is the fact that this moldboard plow, you'll notice that the shears are out of plastic. In a normal situation, the shear is also out of metal. But we had some work to do, and the reason why we opted to put the plastic ones is simply because the metal ones, given our conditions here, the heavy soils that we have here in Chisamba at Golden Valley, they were sticking. The soil was sticking onto the shears. In a normal situation, when you go in with a disc plow or a moldboard plow, when you plow, it's supposed to remain shining, like a mirror. You can more or less see your face in the mirror. But that was not the case with that. And lucky enough, we have got a buffer of experts from where we can actually draw experienced people, come down, and we brought them in. We did all the tests and the adjustments, and we never got the answer, because basically what we're trying to do is to not only uproot technology from Europe or from anywhere else and just put it there, but we want technology that will be able to suit to our conditions here in Africa and in Zambia in particular. And after doing all the trials, we discovered that because of the heavy soils that we had, that was causing a problem on the shears. We decided to try something else. And ever since we put in the plastic ones, the job is being done and everybody is happy. And we are lucky that we are able to work as a research institute in a way whereby we are able not just to be rigid, but we are flexible in trying different types of technology and seeing which kind of technology will be suitable to our conditions locally.
Helping farmers to better understanding on crop, Leslie Diaga, the crop specialist, trains farmers and students in crop production. Here is a trainer who expresses his true feelings over his relationship with his students. Not even language has been a barrier.
I must say we do have that. Luckily we've got Martin on hand, which will always come in and stand in for me if there is a concept that isn't completely grasped. But we are learning, and I am learning. I'm the teacher, but sometimes I'm the student from the questions I get from them. And yes, I can just see in the future we will just go from strength to strength. Help train the farmers and students on crop production and the adjustment and calibration of certain farm equipment. I must say I really enjoy training them. They are very eager to learn. Oh, it's varied, between 20 and 50. They come with these big buses sometimes, and yes, I'm a farmer at heart, so I'm not a very theoretical person. So everything's hands-on, practical. So I try and explain to the students and the farmers practically. You know, we sit down and try and work out practical problems and try to address them.
Using methodologically diverse trainings, the participants are given the education to implement sustainable farm management and realize enhanced yields under local production conditions. Some students from other training institutions come to AKTC for hands-on experience on machines and equipment they sometimes just read about. Kalumba Chishakapela and Damson Mwansa, both from NRDC, have been having their practical experience at AKTC for a month and 2 weeks. They share their experience, impressions of AKTC, and their visions as next generation of farmers and advice to fellow students and youth in the country.
At this training center, I've learned a lot. This training center offers different types of training in terms of agricultural machinery and crop, also about crops. At first, due to learn about the center pivot, I've learned a lot about the center pivot. Because in just mentioning a few, there's also the combine harvest. In most schools, we don't talk about it. Maybe they talk about it, we've never seen it work. But right here, we've seen it work like in real life situations. So I've learned a lot. On the practical side, yes. Because at school, most of the schools that we are at, they just give us the theory part. because almost like every day we go for spraying every day. I've taken time into the time that I was giving this the fertilizer distribution in the 72-hectare farm. I was there also. Well, I've got a very big vision. As you know, farming is a business. I've learned about what business is all about in farming. You look at this, where you're starting from the day of planting to the day of harvesting, or the market, the sales. So I've learned all the type of business that is involved in farming. So I really appreciate what I've learned here. This training facility, so far so good. To me, it's the best. I've never seen anything like this. The institutions that you go there, they tell you just sit in the office, but they were ever on the field. Every person has to eat, has to feed. In feeding, you have to think of agriculture. I would advise they involve themselves into agriculture. In agriculture, you never go wrong. Because you do something that involves mining. Believe me, mining have been shut down every time. People have been taken out of job. But in agriculture, maybe you're taken out of the job, you can still do something at your own farm. Most youth think of agriculture just every time you have to be in work suits, like getting dirty. Yes, getting dirty, yeah, you just have to. But you're making money out of it. You're feeding yourself and feeding the nation. So don't just try to shine out of a course without experience. Talk to someone who has experience. Not just because people say, no, in farming there's no business, there's nothing. Have you ever had an experience of talking to someone? Right here I've learned a lot because I've had experience of talking to 3 big people here that have told me what business is all about in agriculture. My fellow student out there, please, you might just be seated saying, no, practical, it's not important. What matters is the paper. Once you go in the field there, you'll be given a task, you will fail. Try to do some practical. It's the best way you can ever do.
Since I came here, at least I'm able to, the things we're learning, things like the boom sprayer, we're just being told in class that when you calibrate a boom sprayer, it's this and that. Now, at this stage, at least I'm able to calibrate a boom sprayer. I know what it is. That we're learning from me. At school, we just do it on theory, that there's a tractor, the parts of the tractor, but here, at least, it's practical. We are considering all those things. Agriculture has been my desire. I really wanted to study agriculture, and thank God it's the one I'm doing at the moment. When I'm done, I really want to do much and to know more about agriculture so that, with agriculture you can never go wrong. It's a business actually. Yeah, because this time mine is being considered as a wasting asset. You know what I mean? But with agriculture you can never go wrong. Since things like the rains are for free of charge. Once you plant, definitely you harvest. I'm really impressed with this school because almost everything we learn at school, we're seeing them here. And we're doing them. Most of the youth, they actually don't understand agriculture. They just know that agriculture will be working in the bush, will be posted somewhere far. But it's not actually about that. At the end of the day, it's about doing something. With agriculture, there is always something to do, you see? You always have something to do in the sense that things that are involved in agriculture are not that difficult to implement. I would love to encourage my fellow students just to start extra hard so that at least we boost agriculture sector. We can still do something when we stand as one.
The Zambia-Germany Agricultural Training and Knowledge Center is well placed in communicating to the next generation of farmers modern agricultural techniques and inputs together with the know-how on farm management. How do the trainers and GAT see the future of AKTC?
The partnership is very, very bright. The PS, the Permanent Secretary for Agriculture, actually, is very, very much willing that this program settles down well over here. Now, we at GAT, being the host and so on, we are making sure, or to make sure that now at least the project settles down, the project moves forward to achieve what is lacking on the Zambian agriculture. So the partnership actually has been, the foundation has been laid, and now we are really happy working together with AKTC.
The future of AKTC, we are looking in the first phase 3 to 4 years, and with an option for a second phase of 8 years, which provides us with a good planning horizon for such a project. And at the end of the third year, I hope to be a full full training center which is well known over Zambia, which can accommodate trainees, and that we also know what the farmers' needs are.
The activities offered by AKTC target technical staff such as agronomists, farm managers, machinery service staff, tractor drivers, and other agriculture professionals. AKTC is that training center that will stretch your ideas and arms into a true full-grown farmer that will contribute meaningfully to Zambian agriculture. Information on commodities, markets and trade is now just an SMS away. ZNFU's 4455 is a market and trade information service that offers information on commodities and buyers' contact details for 10 major crops and 4 livestock countrywide. ZNFU 4455 is a simple-to-use SMS system that links farmers, traders and processors at the cost of an SMS for instant results. Simply follow these quick and easy steps. Type the commodity code, leave a space and type the province or district code, then send it to 4455. You will receive the best prices or buyer's details in the province or district. Call us for more information on 0977 773 003 or send us an email marketinfo@znfu.org.zm or simply visit our website www.znfu.org.zm. ZNFU 4455 Market and Trade Information Service. Simple, instant, convenient and cost-effective.
It is my hope that from now onwards, you will be operating from a knowledgeable point of view when you do your agriculture, when you do your farming. You have to know that it is very important to get some form of training. And AKTC is just one of those great places in Zambia that looks at the welfare of training farmers in the country. And it is also my hope that a lot of you have been inspired to get into training before you can actually do your farming. This has been the Zambian Farmer for today, and I hope that you've been inspired from it, from the entire production team, and of course our editorial team at the Zambia National Farmers Union. My name is Alec Mugala. See you on Monday at 18:25 hours and Thursday at 12:30 hours from all of us. Goodbye and God bless you.